Hello, my name is Jaelin and I am here recording my first video diary. And I want to sit here and contemplate on the fact of how this terrain will currently look like 100 years before our time today. And honestly, during the time of 100 years back, well, today is 2013, I'm sorry, forgive me. And I think that more, horses, no cars, no technology like we have today. Everything is more harder than it was. I'm thinking about it, and I think the crops will be thriving more. I think 100 years from now, it'll probably be more around springtime, because the years change over time. So 500 years from now, I actually think that natives will be on this map. Natives will be probably, because it's a Cherokee tribe. We're in Georgia right now, and I think Cherokee tribe will probably be running this whole land. This will be all of them. I honestly feel that if we lived 500 years or from 100 years back, 100 years, knowing my race, no, it wouldn't be good at all. I think it would be worse for me specifically. 500 years, I would be probably lost. If I went back in time and my time machine broke and I was stuck here, I would probably go crazy. I would lose my mind, and I wouldn't know what to do because I need technology. I honestly need mankind right now. I have been dependent on mankind because mankind has always came through for me. So therefore, I think if 500 years from now, 500 years ago, it'll be worse. So that's my honest opinion. If you look over there, catch all that over there. So yeah. How you doing there? I am Jaelin and I am recording my second video diary for Transcendentalism. And I am currently sitting here in this murky creek. We came out here and I felt like, this was a very nice spot to come sit out and, just look at, I currently want to talk about the creek itself right now, over time, our population grows and humanity moves in within nature, and they start to, waste certain items. And as you see in the water, it's really wasted right now. It's pretty much dead, and I honestly feel the need to comment on it because it saddens me to see pollution nowadays. In the time we live in there, I think we need to clean up the most in everything, in nature especially, because it's right here. It saddens me to see this. But within all bad, there is well, and I see over that tree over there, and it's leaning, and it shows the age of the tree. And you see how old it is by it, falling like that. It probably a lightning bolt probably hit it, or maybe it just got old. But regardless, it's a nice sight to see nature itself, and pollution. How you doing? Jaelin here, again with video diary number 3, and I came to talk to you about nature. I want to talk about the living things, and in our environment that we as human beings cannot live without, or me myself specifically cannot live without, because I want to comment on how certain things really contribute to my life. So, scientifically, these trees, for instance, I want to go into the scientific form of that, because the fact that human beings breathe out carbon dioxide and that trees take in the carbon dioxide, reverse it out, and gives out oxygen that we breathe in. That's, that we work together. Learned in the biology. There's a name for it when two organisms work together and it benefits each other. And I wouldn't be here today without trees. Trees are our friends. And when it comes to chopping them down, come on, man. We need homes, but we need trees too. So, that comes to like our grass, for instance. The grass, without soil, period, we wouldn't be having the foods we have today. Think about tomatoes. Tomatoes are the most used food in the world. Most used. You can give me another food and it wouldn't be more used than tomatoes. Tomatoes are grown in the ground, and it's grown within the soil. So farming, and all types of different agriculture comes from the ground. So anything you want to get with has to start the ground up. Anything you want to build, ground up. You know, and that's with everything. So the ground is also something we need to take care of. So, you know, I watched Lion King one day. You know, they was talking about circle of life. They was talking about how the human, or no, any organism, any living or mammal or reptile, any animal basically that dies off, they're going to decompose because the skin or the fur or whatever you want to call it, the average body is decomposable, and our bodies are biodegradable. So when we fall or we die, our bodies will soon become the soil over time. And the soil thrives off of our bodies, and they grow. And in the deer or any other organism or animal that comes to eat the grass, and we eat them. So it's like it's all like in a big intertwined thing, you know. The sky, the most unknown place that humans know about. I currently feel as though Earth itself isn't alone. I mean, I know it sounds crazy because most people don't believe in that, but beliefs-wise, no offense, but I honestly believe that there's no possible way that there's one single planet in the whole universe that doesn't have life. And looking in the sky, I think that all the time. Especially when it's nighttime. Looking at the stars, and I just think to myself, why or what is out there? I don't think that we're alone. I sit there and I think, in the clouds, I was like, are those really clouds? I don't know. I'm very thoughtful. I'm very pensive. I can be, contemplating about everything. I philosophize about everything. And I just sit there, and actually I had this one theory. I know it sounds crazy, but no offense to anybody's belief, but I had this one theory of what if we weren't the only ones in the universe, but we weren't the first ones in this universe. And when I say that, I mean, what if we were created? And what if we were made by different species and different organisms that's not even from this world? I don't know, probably sounds like, crazy, but there's nothing wrong with thinking. There's nothing wrong with this, theory. And anybody's religion don't want to, come on that, because God and Almighty, I understand. But I just think about it, and sometimes I honestly don't believe we're the only ones in this world. I think that the purpose why this Earth is here, and it has to be a purpose why we haven't found any other life. And I know we're the only ones that lives in this universe. It's preposterous. It's crazy. It's really ludicrous. And I don't know. I look in the sky and I see that. I think about it all the time. So that's my theory. Hi, how you doing? My name is Jaelin, and I'm recording my 4th video diary. So I want to answer the question about how, what's the biggest problem in America today, or in the world today, for that matter. And as you see over there, you see a whole bunch of trash. Like a lot of trash over there, And as you see around us, there's a lot of nature around us. A lot of this, And then right there kind of makes me upset because I feel as though, why should we treat our environment this way? And I'm not talking about the environment of nature. I'm talking about our environment of the economy, our environment of each other. Like around each other, as peers, we treat each other like trash. We treat, and we, throw trash at each other. It's not fair for each other. For the whole world to be like that, it's not right. I think the biggest problem in the world right now is the way we treat things, the way our value of certain things. I feel that we as human beings should take care of all things we do. If you are into nature, you should take care of nature. You should treat people like the way you want to be treated. And you should treat other things like you want to be treated. You shouldn't, throw trash at things and throw trash at people and throw trash. You don't want to trash life. You want your life to be trash. So I quote and say that I feel as though we live in a trashy environment, and that's the biggest problem in the world today.
What would be the biggest problem in the future?
I think the biggest problem in the future will honestly be the same thing. I honestly think that this problem won't get cleared up. There's no way to solve this. The way people are today is really bullheaded, it's stubborn, arrogant. It's not gonna get to the people. People try everything in the book: strikes, protests, documentaries, all types of different things. Violence, gun violence. You know, it still doesn't work. You know, and you know, slavery still hasn't worked. You know, and it's gonna forever be an issue. It's gonna always be an issue. So in the future, I think it's gonna get just worse. That's my honest opinion.
How can you fix it?
I just no way to fix it. No way to fix it. There's no solution.
You can't fix
No
it?
solution.